This is Lesson 84, Order of Operations. Today we are going to recall that the four operations of arithmetic are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. When more than one type of operation occurs in the same expression, we perform the operations in the order described below. First, you perform operations within the parentheses. Next, you multiply and divide from left to right. Finally, you add and subtract from left to right. This acronym for our math class is PEMDAS. We know it as Please Excuse My Dear Aunt Sally. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. We'll use this acronym to help us solve example 1 problem. Looking at the first example, 2 times 8 plus 2 times 6. First we look to see if there are any parentheses. We see that there are no parentheses, so we can cross that step off. Next we look and we see there are also no exponents. We can cross that step off as well. The next portion of the acronym, multiplication and division, we move from left to right. We see there are two multiplication steps in this problem. 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 6 is 12. We can cross off the multiplication step. There are no division steps in this problem, so we can cross it off. Next we look to see if there are any addition or subtraction steps. We see that there is an addition step. 16 plus 12 is 28. Our answer is 28 for this problem. Looking at the next example, we first write our acronym, and look through the problem to see if there are any parentheses. We see no parentheses. We also notice that there are no exponents. Next we look to see if there are any multiplication or division problems in this problem. We notice that there are both multiplication and division, but we work from left to right. So we do the division problem first. 0.5 divided by 0.5. First we have to do the over, up step from our decimals chart. Five goes into 5 one time. Next we do the 0.5 times 0.5 portion of the problem. 5 times 5 is 25. You carry the 2. 5 times 0 plus 2 is 2. We look to see that there are two numbers in the decimal portion of the problem. 1, 2. Giving us 0.25. Next we look to see that we do the addition and subtraction. Again we look left to right and see that we do the addition portion first. 0.5 plus 1 is 1.5. And the addition step is finished. Next we finish this problem by subtracting. 1.5 minus 0.25, and because we're adding or subtracting a decimal, we line up the decimals. Fill in the empty places with a 0 and borrow. 10 minus 5 is 5, 4 minus 2 is 2, 1 minus 0 is 1. We have an answer of 1.25. Our final example, we look and see that there are parentheses this time. And because the parentheses are something we always do first, we start by doing the 8 plus 6 portion of this problem. 8 plus 6 is 14. There are no exponents. When the parentheses are right next to another number, we notice that it is a multiplication problem. So we do the multiplication part next. 14 times 2 is 28. This is the completed problem. Use the PEM DOS acronym to complete problems A through F.